Thank you, Chairman Miller and members of the committee for the opportunity to testify today. I'm here today to talk about my experiences as an educator and to ask the committee to support initiatives to increase the number of high-performing charter schools serving low-income students. I'm convinced that the autonomy of charter schools with respect to budget, staffing, curriculum and instruction, and school culture, in combination with greater accountability performance, can create the context for both innovation and excellence. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, the son of two New York City public school educators. My father, who grew up in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, in a family that was just a couple generations removed from slavery, served as a teacher, principal, and eventually deputy chancellor of schools in New York City. My mother came to the Bronx as a small child and became a teacher and guidance counselor in New York City schools. They provided for me an extraordinary example of public service. However, I didn't get to know them well because both of them passed away while I was in elementary and middle school. And during those years, during an incredibly difficult period of my life, it was fantastic teachers in New York City public schools who made a huge difference for me. Those teachers at PS 276 and Mark Twain Junior High School led me to believe in the power of public education to transform lives, and ultimately were the reason that I became a teacher and a principal. In 1999, I co-founded the Roxbury Preparatory Charter School in Boston, the highest performing urban middle school in Massachusetts for 5 years running, and a school that has closed the racial achievement gap on state exams. Roxbury Prep student body is selected by random lottery. They look just like the students of the Boston public schools. Despite that fact, our students are dramatically outperforming not only other schools in Boston, but students from the most affluent suburbs of Massachusetts. And the value-added data that we have for Roxbury Prep shows that our results are not from creaming, it's from good education. Our students come to us behind grade level, and they leave us outperforming their peers around the state. And we keep careful track of our alums after they leave us in 8th grade. 100% of them go on to college prep high schools, and we know that 80% of them are still on track to graduate from college on time in comparison with the less than 10% of adults in their communities who graduate from college. How are we getting these results? Using our autonomy to have a clear and compelling mission to prepare our students to enter, succeed in, and graduate from college, having a small school community in which every adult knows every student, attracting and retaining outstanding teachers selected from among more than 80 to 100 candidates per opening, setting high standards for academics and character, extending our school days so that we can have double the amount of math and literacy as other schools, as well as enrichment for all of our students, and making substantial investments in teacher professional development. However, autonomy alone does not guarantee success. Every trustee, administrator, and teacher at Roxbury Prep understands that if we don't fulfill our mission to graduate our students from college, that we'll be closed. And ensuring that schools use their autonomy effectively requires a strong accountability system that ties schools' continued existence to results. Since leaving Roxbury Prep, I have become part of an organization called Uncommon Schools, which is seeking to replicate Roxbury Prep's success at scale in New York City, Newark, New Jersey, and upstate New York. Each of our schools is modeled on the best practices of a highly successful charter school founded more than 10 years ago: Boston Collegiate Charter School, North Star Academy Charter School in Newark, and Roxbury Prep. Our students, again, look the same as the students in the districts where they're located, and yet our students are dramatically outperforming those districts. In 2007, one of our middle schools, Williamsburg Collegiate Charter School, was the #1 ranked public middle school in New York City. In 2008, Excellence Boys Charter School, all-boys elementary school, was the #1 ranked public elementary school on the Chancellor's Progress Reports. And just recently, in the 2009 state exam data, our students, again, closed the achievement gap. They are outperforming white students statewide, despite a 30 to 40-point achievement gap on all of those state tests. We're proving at Uncommon Schools that this success is not only replicable, but scalable. We are growing from 11 schools to what will be 33 schools by 2014, and we are building, we believe, a model for what a highly effective urban school system should look like. In a nation where only about 50% of the students in large urban districts graduate from high school, and where only 9% of our country's lowest income students are graduating from college compared to 75% of the highest income students, there can be little question that education is the civil rights issue of our time. Uncommon schools, we know we're not going to be the whole answer. We know charter schools are not the whole answer, but we believe that charter schools can be an essential part of dramatically reforming public education and changing our country. Thank you for your time today.